Hello everyone, welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition 2. Um, Last time, um, we finished Garrus's loyalty mission by tracking down Sidonis on the Citadel, but convincing Garrus that he's already dead inside, so making him dead on the outside won't help anything. And then we were sent by the elusive man to totally not spring a trap set by the collectors in investigating a derelict collector ship that, oh no, turns out it was a trap, and the elusive man knew it. But we did get some information on how to proceed through the Omega 4 relay. We're going to need a Reaper IFF. But we decided to make the wise decision of we need to deal with everyone else's shit first, so they're focused on the mission. So we're going to be getting to some more loyalty missions today. Excuse me, I'm having allergy issues today, so if I mute myself, it's probably because of that. Ew! The loyalty missions we're going to be doing today. First, we're going to be doing Tally Treason. Then we'll be doing Jack Subject 0. First, let's do the rounds, play people we can actually talk to. Let's get our armor upgrades, tech damage, DR. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta get Kleenexes. It's been high sinus pressure for last week, and now the pressure's releasing, so it's been not fun. Alright, let's see.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
Well,
that sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend.
Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
now, if we do the what about me, we get the dinner date sort of thing. And in order to get the stuff for Mass Effect 3, I had to do that. But because we're going to be doing this all New Game Plus, we really don't have to do that right now. I'm gonna say thank the entire crew.
The Normandy crew delivered, including you.
You're too kind. We were there to help, but Edie gets the credit this time. The elusive man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
That'll be all.
Take care. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright, unread messages. What the hell? From Corporal Toombs. What the hell kind of game you playing, Shepard? You did the buddy act when I had the gun on that Cerberus scientist, telling me you understood. Now I find out you're working for Cerberus? Tests were done on me that you can't even imagine. For years. Cerberus did them to me. They tortured me. They used me as a damn lab rat. And now you're teaming up with them like they're any other merc band? I got my own merc crew now, Shepard. And I kill any Cerberus team I can find. If I run into you, don't expect any different. Well, hopefully we won't run into him, but I mean, I gotta defend myself, so. But yeah, I'm not working with Cerberus or for Cerberus. I am using Cerberus because no one else will fucking help. Don't need to go there. We'll talk with Joker. Then we'll go head down to Edie.
Repurposed by the
Not
Reapers.
Edie, but Tally.
What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the keepers on the Citadel were once something.
Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
quiet enough. What the?
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
And look at that. We got all the ship upgrades. It's glorious. Engineering. Okay.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
They're crazy.
Nobody who knows you could believe you betray your people, Tally.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Well, what are the charges?
Because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
Okay, so what's the next step?
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Nature charges.
So you have no idea why there were...
Howdy, Sin. Welcome to
None.
Strim.
The specifics of
We're,
charges
getting
like this
Tally's
are rarely
loyalty mission
discussed
lined
on
up.
Open channels.
Objection!
I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
I need that Phoenix Wright sound effect. So when we get to the trial and Admiral's doing something, I can just have Shepard go, "Objection!"
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
Exile is an odd choice. On Terra, usually if you're charged and convicted of treason, you're put to death.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Okay. How common is
How
this?
often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Well, what happened to her? And of course, it's the Batarians.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
And trial
So how does
procedure.
the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I will help.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard.
Tally, for
I'll
you,
program the
I
moment
would
with
make
the
all the
flotilla's
time
current
in the world.
location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Okay. Time to go to the migrant fleet. First, let's go ahead and mine this system that we're in right now.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched.
Ugh. Come on, there we go.
Probe away. Probe away.
Battle probes. Alright. We're gonna jump to the far rim. Oh, the Lion Threshold. Farm is where you help Tally out in um, Mass Effect 3.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Oh yeah, I found a new game on. Well, it's not a new game per se. It's new to me though. But has anyone heard of the Wipeout series of anti-gravity racing games dating back to the PS1? Because apparently on Steam there's an indie game that is basically an homage to that called Ballistic NG.
Launching probe.
And at only like 14 bucks, it's like, yeah, I'll get it. Because I liked that game back in the day. I don't know if I'll stream it, because I suck at racing games, but maybe.
Probe away.
Maybe for like a one-off or something. Anywho. Alright. Oh, shit. Alright. The Migrant Fleet. A fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited the most settled worlds of the galaxy, few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarian ships. Sorry about that. Blow my nose. Okay, let's go ahead and add Garrus. Because anybody's Cerberus is probably going to be hardcore rejected. So, yeah.
Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
You and me both. But I'm a commander, not a captain.
I never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
I owe Tally a great deal.
Tally helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tally. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Well, what do we do now?
Let's deal with that later, Tally. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tally Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tally, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck. You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Tally Zora with such a thing.
If Tally Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand by her, she's in trouble.
Tally Zora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tally. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nema.
Why does her name matter?
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tally. You have friends who still know you as Tally Zora Vas Nema. Whatever we must call you legally.
Are you part of the trial?
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tally and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tally. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Alright, let's go in.
I guess we should get started. Does Tally have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
Alright, time to use that silver tongue to my advantage.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tally.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
She said no political shenanigans. Yeah, this trial is nothing but political shenanigans.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tally Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tally crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right, as Tally's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard was Normandy. Your crew member Tally Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Alright. Despite how kind of pissed Victor is at the Quarians for laying baseless accusations against the brightest star in the galaxy, we'll be diplomatic and nice.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
She's innocent.
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What?
What are you talking about? What happened?
That'd been nice for, you know, the
As far
defense
as
to
we
know.
can tell, Tally, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Again, better part of my nature says we should be diplomatic, offer assistance, despite the fact that he's thinking in his head, you got a lot of fucking nerve. Although, at least in an American court system, the prosecution springing this level of surprise evidence against a defendant is actually illegal. Through a process called discovery, anything the prosecution or any evidence that the prosecution discovers and attempts to bring into the court, they have to also reveal to the defense attorneys so the defense attorneys can mount a proper defense. Which clearly the Quarians don't give a shit about. Anyway.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
We have to.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Well, that was great.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Are you alright?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason.
Yeah.
And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Okay, should we talk to people?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Okay. Come on.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Of course
Understood.
it is.
Whatever Geth...
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Tali's
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
So, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Admiral Zen is going to be Sen's favorite Korean Admiral because she's voiced by Claudia Black, aka Morrigan from Dragon Age.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Alright. Well,
Can you
what
tell
about
me
the ship
anything about the
itself?
Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Opinions on
It
the
sounds
Geth.
like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
That fills me with more dread than you think. How does this change things?
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You think Rael was right?
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Yeah, but there's a fatal flaw in your analogy. When a machine becomes as intelligent and self-aware as an organic, then you have to bring ethics into the equation. For example, Edie. she clearly is more than just a machine. She's messing with Joker, for God's sakes. Like, she's in the middle of a prank war with him right now. Can a mere machine actually do that? I don't think so.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Talizora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
You study AI.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Talizora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
I mean, if you wanted to say, oh, I don't know, broker peace and form an alliance based on mutual terms with the Geth, I'm sure at least the true Geth that we'll later meet would be perfectly fine with that. Heretic Geth, not so much, but we'll get into that later. But returning the Geth to being, well, for lack of a better term, slaves, yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly. Hello, Gilgamesh. She's not, she has a valid point in the bigger picture. I love Mass Effect and stuff. I do too. Since I'm playing very much a Paragon playthrough, like more Paragon than my canon Shepard, we're definitely on the issue of the Geth thing. We're definitely siding with Chorus and on the fact that these are sentient AIs that we probably shouldn't fuck with. Also, Admiral Zen is fucking crazy. She operated on dolls as a child. Clear signs of a psychopath.
Thank you for the information.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Excuse me. Alright, now we're gonna talk with Cal Rieger because we saved his life.
Cal Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that.
Yes, the dark energy subplot. Supposedly, rumor has it that the dark energy subplot was actually going to be tied into the original ending to Mass Effect 3 and, by extension, the trilogy. But they never could get it to work. So they abandoned it and then came up with the Deus Ex Machina of the Crucible. But if I heard right, the dark energy subplot feeds in the fact that using Mass Effect fields in Element 0 is actually hastening the destruction of the universe and will eventually cause rifts in subspace to open, causing stars to go supernova early. and that the Reaper's harvest cycle was originally supposed to be a tool for them to come up with a way to prevent it. Because supposedly only organic biotics could stop the end of the universe. I don't know how well that would have played out if they went with that subplot. Probably not very well. But it's an interesting thing to think about. There's also a Star Trek TNG episode that kind of explored similar topics, where the use of warp travel was theorized to be destroying subspace and causing havoc. And the way it resolved kind of actually led to a design choice of the Intrepid class for Star Trek Voyager. The reason why Voyager's warp nacelles angle up when it goes to warp is supposedly to streamline the warp field so it's not as detrimental to subspace. Yeah.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I served with her and she deserves better.
That was also a thing, yeah.
Thanks, Carl.
Have a speed limit on warp travel.
Have you had any luck talking to the
Also,
Admiralty
welcome,
board?
Paimon.
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
Alright,
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
fighting seems risky for you.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right.
Nice.
You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
But yeah, I grew up watching Voyager as it aired. So of all the Star Trek series, I have the most nostalgia for Voyager. Is it the best Star Trek series? No. That one goes to Deep Space Nine. But I still have a soft spot in my heart for the Voyager crew. Despite their flaws due to multiple writers not agreeing on what a character's arc should be. Alright.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about
Yeah.
that. I hope you didn't really do
Again,
what you said you did.
Voyager was more or less
I
written
would
by
never
committee.
endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good.
So,
can I help you with anything?
yeah.
I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Alright.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Before we talk to Ron, we're gonna talk to Tally's old captain.
Talizora and father are out of control. This is on their hands.
I didn't expect a human to be...
My father dead? Or trapped on the Alarai? My name stripped? How could you not tell me this, Captain?
I'm sorry, Tali. I was under orders from Admiral Ran herself. I couldn't say anything. She wanted to get you onto the Alarai. She said that the Admiralty Board needed to see your reactions. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Why is the fleet here? A binary blue giant system isn't the most hospitable place in the galaxy.
Not if you're looking for a planet to land on. We've been doing a lot of deep-range travel. The bulk of the fleet is here to charge up using photovoltaic solar cells. We're running an ice mining operation at the Red Dwarf 6 light years off. They haul it here, and we melt it for water, or crack it into deuterium, hydrogen, and oxygen.
I hate allergies so much. Alright, guarding normal.
Why'd you post guards outside our ship?
Aside from the fact that your crew is Cerberus, technically it's under quarantine.
Some of them.
Any accidental intership contact could sicken or kill our crew.
I can guarantee you that I have quite a few crew members who aren't Cerberus. Let's see here. There's Jack, who would probably kill you if you called her Cerberus. There's Samara, who is only with me because it's the right thing to do. There's Thane, who is trying to atone for all the lives he's taken. He doesn't consider himself Cerberus. Tally for sure doesn't consider herself Cerberus. Garrus doesn't consider himself Cerberus. And I don't consider myself Cerberus. Chakwas is here for me and no other reason. Joker is here because, I mean, he's Cerberus in name only. He's only here because the elusive man gave him a ship. The engineers Gabby and Kenny, again, are like Joker. They are Cerberus in name only, and the fact that they're here because the Alliance wasn't doing anything. And the fact that they get to work with Shepard, yeah, I'll join. I haven't heard anything about you guys, but yeah, you're a Shepard. That must mean you're okay. And they didn't really look any further deep into that. The only people of the crew that at least have names that you could consider to be truly Cerberus would be obviously Miranda and Jacob. Mess Sergeant Gardner and Kelly. Although, of those four, Kelly definitely comes around by Mass Effect 3. She's put on a Cerberus kill on sight order. Miranda is swayed in Mass Effect 2, so much that if you blow up the collector base, she flat out tells the elusive man to go fuck himself. Jacob Taylor has always been a gun for hire. So the second that working for Cerberus is inconvenient, he jumps ship. So the only one that might still be Cerberus in Mass Effect 3 would be Mess Sergeant Gardner, because we never see him again. Yeah.
We'll talk to you later, Captain.
If anyone can retake the Alarak,
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kasumi and Zaid. Kasumi is a thief, and we helped her out with Keiji Okuda's gray box, and Cerberus paid her a shit ton of money. So yeah, she's in it for that. And Zaid, again, paid him a shit ton of money. Morden is here for the challenge. And Grunt is here for the fights. We basically told him, we're going up against the baddest motherfuckers in the galaxy. And he's like, big enemies to fight? You got it.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alaray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
You went too far.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
One thing, Ron, you are wrong. There is someone else that is doing everything they can to help Tali. I'm right fucking here.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data.
Hi, Fluff. Welcome to stream. Thanks for the resub.
The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
What about Tali's father?
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Okay, and what about the infighting?
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence.
Kind of hard to miss.
The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the homeworld.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
That's a bad idea.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
I get that you want your world back. But have you tried asking, hey, can we come back? We're sorry for, trying to murder all of you. It's worth a shot. And if they blow up your envoy ship, then you go full-blown war. Death to all.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Yeah, as we're learning, this trial only involves Tali tangentially. This is basically to determine how the Quarian fleet should handle the Geth. Unfortunately, Admiral Zen will get her way, and she'll team up with Geralt and launch an ill-fated war in Mass Effect 3 that we're gonna have to fucking solve anyway.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Whatever works.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Now, when I first played the Mass Effect trilogy, I actually liked Hangarel. But I should have known something was off the first time you hear him, because that's Loghain. Loghain Mactier from Dragon Age. And he's basically a one-trick pony, or Geralt is. He only cares about killing Geth. That's it. So the fact that, declaring Tali innocent, that actually would help his cause. As we'll find out later on in the third game, Geralt's more than willing to sacrifice her if he gets a short-term tactical advantage.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
With the amount of times that I've played complete playthroughs of the Mass Effect trilogy, it's not really a spoiler anymore. And by played, I meant like on stream. So y'all have seen me play these games multiple times, so it's not really spoilers.
You and Tally's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Well, and what happened?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Well,
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tally bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tally's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
that's a risky proposition.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
All right.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkorus Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
So, a couple things about Chorus. One, voice actor. Martin Jarvis. We've actually played a game recently that had Martin Jarvis as a prominent character. Batman Arkham Origins. We're talking to Alfred right now. 2. Chorus comes off as a jerk right now, but he does seem to have, or as the Admiral of the civilian fleet, he seems to have a better perspective on how best to protect the Quarian people, and that is maybe not go to all-out war with the killer robots if we can avoid it. Now, granted, he's an asshole to Tally, but that's because he has no reason not to believe that Tally assisted Rail in unspeakable experiments against sentient beings. She didn't, and we'll find that out. And once it comes to light that he was wrong, he admits it. And come Mass Effect 3, he is instrumental in securing the good ending for the Rannoch arc. Excuse me. Ugh, so much congestion today. Ugh. Although he is being a dick to Tally, so we're asking about the Quib.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Sorry. Ugh. Alright. So, the Quib is possibly a reference to the Fred Saberhagen's Berserker series. They're autonomous, self-replicating spaceships designed to fight the Berserkers. At the time of the novels, only a single damaged Quib has survived. So why not leave?
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Well, I don't know how Deferens or Ictomy would sound in Shalesh, but in English, if you introduce yourself as Admiral Zalcoris Vos Deferens or Vasectomy, you're gonna get a lot more insults than Vos Quib. Because you basically turned your name into a dick joke.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are not to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Yeah, the reason why Tali at this point is so hardcore, let's blow up all the Geth, is because two reasons. One, she's young. She doesn't know any better. Two, her father was Rael Zora. You really think he's going to tell her about the true origins of the Morning War? No. Because, you know, that might raise awkward questions. So, yeah. She doesn't know any better.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
So you favor peace.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Well, I actually support Chorus's intent. I vehemently disagree about how he's going about implementing it. Tali did nothing wrong.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Alright. Well, we talked with everybody we can. Let's head to the Alarai and take back the ship. And hopefully find Rail Zora, who's totally not dead.
The human can work it out, I'll admit that much.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Talizora can.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Vas Normandy.
Do you know what's over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
I'm looking at the time. We're already an hour and 13 minutes in. We haven't even gotten to the combat part of the loyalty mission. I mean, this is kind of why I love Tali's loyalty mission the most. It has so much back lore and story beats. It's so important to Tali's arc that it is easily one of the best missions in Mass Effect 2, if not the entire franchise. The only loyalty mission that I think is just as good as Tali's is Morden's.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
All right. Okay, so yeah, okay. There you go.
Enemy!
God damn it, Tali!
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father.
That looks like a recon drone.
Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Alright.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Okay.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
Oh, does any of that help?
Did that salvage gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Well, we'll find out.
This should come in handy.
Geth's shield strength.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Well, that sounds like it's going well.
Enemies ahead!
Knockdown navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Oh boy. Poor Jonah. Okay. Don't like doing that mini game with the mouse.
Heads up!
Go for the office. Go.
Okay. That.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
What do you think of this?
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only
Isn't
sent
it?
Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Were you aware of this?
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Anything useful?
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
It's kind of a bad idea.
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
Then find another world.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure we're almost at the bridge, so the combat portion of this mission isn't exactly very long. But the story part of it is deep.
Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Okay, here comes a cannon. Paragon interrupt.
Father! No, 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 no. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't.
Hey.
Always hug
Hey,
Tally.
come here.
Damn it. Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tally, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
How should we handle the body?
Do you want to get your father back to the shuttle?
No. Leave him. The mission comes first. It's what he would have wanted. Come on, let's finish this.
Save. Alright, here we go.
Weapons ready.
All right.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You okay?
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble new diplomatic protocols if need be.
Well, he wanted to keep his promise.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
But we need to use this.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
But your father wouldn't want that for you.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics. You
don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
Okay, we'll see.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Another reason why I love this loyalty mission is this is one of the few loyalty missions that you can actually fail. And not just fail, but fail hard.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
Quarian Marines lasted less than 5 minutes. Call it.
A pity Shepard passed Normandy as a better speaker than a soldier. I recommend posthumously exiling Tali Zora.
What? It was agreed that Tali Zora would not be convicted if she were killed in action.
It was suggested, Admiral. I recall no agreement.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
That's what treason is, you fucktard!
Something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Alright, so when I said that you could fail this loyalty mission and fail it hard, there's technically 3 ways you can go about this. You show the evidence. You lose Tali's loyalty because not only is she mad, she actively hates you now. You went against her pleas. She is not exiled, and if she survives the suicide mission, which is very low chance of that happening, unloyal, she will indeed be an admiral, but she will not trust you or the Geth at all. So, goodbye, good ending on Rannoch. That is the fail hard. You can say we have no evidence, in which case you gain Tali's loyalty and she probably will survive the suicide mission. You can also romance her. But she will no longer have the rank needed to exert authority come Priority Rannoch. So again, you're locked out of the peace ending for that. The other option is a variation of the remaining three choices. Either rally the crowd, do the renegade, or do the paragon. That's where you basically say, fuck this trial, Tali is innocent. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. I'm not adding any new evidence. And then you basically roll a natural 20 on your diplomacy check. The flavors are very much yelling and calling out the admirals for their bullshit, which we can't do. We're too much of a Boy Scout for that. You can rally the crowd and turn the crowd against the admirals, so the admirals agree to you to save their own skins. And in order for that to happen, you need to have done one or both of two things. Send Vitor to the Quarians instead of Cerberus. And then make sure that Khal Rieger survives Haestrom. As you can see, we've done both of those, so we could very much do this. And then the Paragon one is more of a pleading. I mean, you still call the admirals out on their bullshit, but you do so not in an intimidating way, but in a, are you really this naive? This trial isn't about Tali. She's done nothing wrong. If you want to have your arguments about what the future of the migrant fleet is, by all means, have them. But leave an innocent party out of it. And that's the one we're going with.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. And Geralt wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
I like to think it's unanimous, but it's probably a 2-1 decision.
We do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Now, these ones, you can either just do the neutral thank you. You can side with Geralt or Chorus. Not that it really matters. But the one that I always like to go with, because it's basically a fuck you to the Admiralty, is to side with Tali. Because no one else fucking did.
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people. I represented one of mine.
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora vas Normandy. Kill us alive.
And what was once a badge of shame, stripping her of her ship
I
name,
can't believe you pulled that off. What you
becomes
said.
a badge of honor.
I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Well, you can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Just so you know, I didn't do this for real.
Tally, about what your father said, what he did. You deserve better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Alright, let's go home.
Come on, Tally Zora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
Alright. Let's go talk with the admirals again.
The LLI was a good start, but there are lots more get out there than we can.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the LRI?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
Your ideas are wrong.
You should abandon your plans, Admiral. They're only going to make the situation worse.
We shall see, Commander. Many things are impossible until they are done.
Yeah. But, as one of our great, or one of Earth's great, well, fictional thinkers put it, just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. Or, anyway, it was like, you spent so much time figuring out if you could do something. You didn't think about whether or not you should.
Nice talking, Shepard. It's funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
I wish we could recruit Kyle Rieger. He is a great character, and what they do to him in 3 is really sad.
Any idea what your next assignment's going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Yeah. It is the duty of a soldier, when given a stupid order, to inform his superior officers of said stupidity and then carry out the order anyway. Hello, Ray. Welcome to Strand. Thank you for lurk.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard.
Good luck at work.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Now, if said order is actually illegal, then it is the duty of a soldier to disobey an illegal order. The trick is proving it's illegal. 4 more hours to go. Hang in there, Ray. You got this.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
He didn't really care about Tali.
He did leave a message. Rael used his last words to give Tali orders. That's all that mattered to him.
I know how that might seem, but the fleet's safety was the gift Rael wanted to give to his daughter.
I never asked for
The
that.
office, so I don't get
It wasn't the
case
gift
law.
I wanted.
I know, but it's the only one he could give. Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Keep us alive.
Well, if you get queso on your phone, then you have to make sure that you salvage as much of the queso as you can, because wiping away and throwing queso in the trash is just a crime against humanity. It's a waste of perfectly good queso. But what about my phone, Raz?
I hope it's just rhetoric.
Phones are replaceable. Queso is life. Super messy.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right.
And I'd fucking
Thank
do it
you.
again.
Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Now, if I wasn't trying to romance Tali, as Paragon and Boy Scout as Victor is, he'd probably say this was all Rael's fault. But because we're trying to romance Tali, we're going to leave it her call.
Tali, is there anything the Admiral should know?
We found a lot of dead bodies, Admiral. Including
case
my
of
father's,
emergency.
that's all.
By
Whatever
emergency,
research
yes.
they were doing was destroyed.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
He may have been, but he had a horrible way of showing it.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rael Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
Well, it takes a strong man to admit when he's wrong. So I appreciate that. And out of all of you, you're the sanest Admiral in the bunch.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
Alright, and then we'll say goodbye to Tali's old captain.
Tali and Shepard are good at killing synthetics. And that on our side.
A war with the Geth would be a disaster.
Congratulations, Tali Zora. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the Rhine, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
I mean, it's nice that you're going to give her a place on the Raya. But as Tali will state in 3, she already has a home. That's why she keeps her name change. Tali Zora has been cleared of all charges, and her trust in Shepard ensures her loyalty on the mission. Political ramifications of the Quarian war efforts against the Geth are troubling. Likely to need Quarian forces against Reapers. Cannot risk additional instability. Tali got a new power unlocked. Energy Drain. Drains enemies' kinetic barrier to power your own shields. Let's put it this way. If we didn't have tech armor and we already had an ammo power, this right here is the best bonus power to get for Shepard. Because almost every class can use it. We get new Tali outfit. We also got Geth shield strength and cyclonic particles. But we don't have a Geth squad member. Well, not yet. Alright.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Thane would like to see you down in life support on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. We'll talk with Thane, but we're gonna go blow up the Telton facility for Jack. Prototypes, review, gas shield strength.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander.
Yeah, I heard. There we go. Okay, we'll go to crew quarters first. Talk with Thane, then we'll talk with Tally.
Shepard.
Well, what's the matter?
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Is it your illness?
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Alright. Had a family.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
It's not exactly what I expected.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
So why didn't you take him?
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
What?
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
Well then, why is he disconnected?
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
Because it's your job?
Be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Alright, well, we'll stop him.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Okay, well, that was a thing.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, Seeing what my father did, you were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
Will their politics shift?
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Nah, not at all.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant.
Oh,
We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
Well, you deserve better.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Alright. After the next mission, or the next time we talk to her, after the next mission, that's when we can start the actual romance. But, I mean, it is 2 hours. But Pragia shouldn't take too long, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. We're in the DACA system. DACA, DACA, DACA! Mas DACA!
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Pragia. The jungle planet Pragia is overrun by choking hypergrowth caused by an industrially mutated plant species. This, combined with its relative isolation and lack of population, has made Pragia an occasional base for operations for drug runners, weapon smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, terrorists, and intelligence agents seeking secrecy. Sustained habitation on Pragia is extremely difficult, where mutant and even poisonous plant life can overgrow colonies in days instead of years. Orbital period, 1.5 Earth years. Day length, about 30 hours. Surface gravity, just under 1G. And surface temperature is 54 degrees Celsius, which is 129 degrees freedom units. And again, I think that's the average, so closer to the poles is probably a little bit more bearable. Alright. We're actually going to bring Miranda into this, because one, she has both warp and overload. And two, lore reasons. We're going to force Miranda to acknowledge that Cerberus has done some shady shit. Alright. We haven't used Jack for anything. Awesome! Alright. We're gonna do it. Her biotic abilities suck, so we're going with Vanguard, so her actual weapons can do the damage. And warp ammo. Yeah. See, that's 25%. 25's not bad. Okay. Pull field. Okay. We're also going to switch out Miranda's main submachine gun because to kind of reflect her shifting loyalties from Cerberus to Shepard, we're going to take away the burst fire Hornet because squad mate AI and burst fire weapons are, well, as one YouTuber put it, they go together about as well as Taco Bell and laxatives. So we're going to give her the the M9 Tempest.
I forgot how much I hate this place. See the landing pad? Has to be on the roof, or the vegetation would overgrow it in a few hours.
Shepard, I am picking up thermal signatures everywhere, except at your landing zone.
Something's distorting the sensors.
This was a secret Cerberus facility.
Yeah. They build their equipment to last. Assholes.
Yeah, well, I don't...
Mistake coming back here, Shepard.
I don't think it will be able to withstand a thermonuclear device. Also, settle down.
Get a hold of yourself. It'll be okay.
I'm fine. Okay, let's get on the ground.
Change weapon.
Rearming.
Alright.
Let's just get in there and plant the bomb in myself. I want to watch this place burn.
I never saw this room. I think they brought new kids in these containers. They were messed up and starving, but alive. Usually.
Now, for loyalty missions, this one has a decent atmosphere, but its impact really doesn't matter. It's kind of like Garrus's mission in that regard. But the atmosphere's cool.
The elusive man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew,
He won't find out. The
Sounds like this facility went rogue.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? He didn't say what they were hiding from the elusive man.
Jack's got a
I
point.
remember escaping to this room, fighting here. I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only a half-dead guard between me and freedom. He was begging for his life.
Enemies in front!
This looks like an arena.
That's right. They used to stage fights here. Pit me against other kids. I loved it. Only time I was ever out of my cell.
What were they studying?
Hell if I know. Maybe that's how they got their kicks. I never understood anything that happened here.
I mean, that is probably how they got their kicks.
How often did they do this?
I was in a cell my whole life. Sometimes they took me out and made me fight. Filled me with drugs, other stuff. Time gets funny in a cell.
Did other children die in these fights?
I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
They conditioned you to fight?
They actually rewarded you for attacking?
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
That's sick.
What the hell was wrong with those people?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
Let's keep moving.
Hell yes.
Security Officer Zimkel, Telton facility. The subjects are out of their cells. They're tearing the place up. Subject 0 is going to get loose. I need permission to terminate. I repeat, permission to terminate. All subjects besides 0 are expendable. Keep Jack alive. Understood. I'll begin the...
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
Maybe there was more to it.
Things might have happened that you didn't see.
The other kids attacked me, the guards attacked me, the automated systems attacked me. That doesn't leave lots of room for interpretation.
Alright, well, let's keep moving.
This place is supposed to be empty. Who the fuck shot that Baron? It's a fresh kill.
Well, this screams like an obvious fighting arena.
We've been spotted.
Incoming! Watch out! Firing now. Firing now.
Why'd they need a morgue? This was a small facility.
A lot of children died here. Even then, they were part of the experiment.
Bullshit. I had the worst of it, and I made it out alive.
You know what's worse than being a guinea pig in a torturous experiment? Being a guinea pig in a torturous experiment where your survival isn't the priority. They wanted to keep you alive. They didn't give a shit about the rest of the kids, Jack.
Strange to be back here. I feel like I'm pissed off. I'm a dangerous bitch, but then I'm a little girl again. Shit, it's complicated. Let's just go plant that bomb.
They've seen us.
He goes.
Yeah, Miranda, they kept children here. Children that they stole or had Batarians steal. You think this was for the good of humanity? This is Cerberus.
It's a two-way mirror. My cell is on the other side. I could see all the other kids out here. I screamed at them for hours, and they always ignored me.
Also, your cell is like 4 times the size of the other kids. They were forced in, like, solitary confinement cells. And they are crammed into there, too, to a cell. You had pretty much an entire room to yourself. Not saying your treatment was great. I'm just saying you didn't have it the worst here.
I must have come through here when I broke out, but I don't remember it. This is a bad place.
Entry 1054, Telton Facility. The latest iteration of Pergnum went poorly. Subjects 1, 4, and 6 died. No biotic change among the survivors. We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died. So we'll not try that on Zero. I hope our supply of biotic potential subjects holds up. We are going through them fast.
This is bullshit. They weren't experimenting on the other children for my safety.
Don't blame yourself.
You can't help what they did to others.
You don't get it, Shepard. I survived this place because I was tougher than the rest. That's who I am.
You move on, harder and tougher.
Now, they mentioned that they lowered the core temperatures to see if that would have better biotic potential. Biotics, kind of like bending in Avatar, are a bodily function. So, in a warm-blooded species, like, humans, lowering your core body temperature will make you more sluggish. And, the body tends to shut down. So, either these scientists have no fucking idea what they're doing, or they knew what they were doing, knew it wasn't going to do any good, except, kill the subjects, and just wanted to see it happen because they're sick fucks. Given Cerberus' history, I'm going with the Dr. Mengele thing here.
We can use this.
It's all fallen to pieces. The subjects are rampaging and Zero is loose. We're shutting Telton down. What a disaster. We'll infiltrate and piggyback onto the Alliance's Ascension program. Hopefully, that will give... What? Zero, wait!
Shepard, they started up somewhere else.
Ascension is an Alliance program. It's a school for biotic kids. They don't torture children there.
A lot of this isn't the way I remember it.
You were distracted.
There was a lot going on.
I was dumb. I keep my eyes open now, and I always shoot first. We're getting close to my cell, the place I came from. Let's keep going.
First. What's up? About time we were fighting Blood Pack instead of Eclipse.
The intruders are here. You want them dead? We have to talk creds. You promised us lots of salvage, but this place is a waste. Fine, we'll put them down. But I'm coming in there and we're gonna talk salvage.
What are you doing here?
First we're gonna kill you, then we'll see. Kill them on my order. I want them dead.
Here we go.
Push and overrun. We outnumber and outgun all.
Do you outnumber us?
Mount that one.
Alright, so it's down to the big boss man
Easy
himself.
enough.
Nope, nope.
Be right there.
I've got your back.
Oh shit, shit.
Now let's finish you off. Crush them.
Only room left is my old cell. Whoever Aresh is, he's in there. I want to plant the bomb there anyway. Might as well do it on his corpse.
Okay. Okay.
Come out. We know you're here.
Who are you?
My name is Aresh, and you're breaking into my home. I know you, Subject Zero. So many years have passed, and I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack. How the hell do you know me?
We all knew your face, Jack. They inflicted horrors on us so their experiments wouldn't kill you. You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
Sounds like he was drawn here like you were.
Looks like you're not the only one pulled back here, Jack.
I tried to forget this, but a place like this, it doesn't forget you. It follows you. I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago. We're rebuilding it piece by piece. I'm gonna find out what they knew, how to unlock true biotic potential in humans. I'm restarting the Telton facility. It will be beautiful.
I wanted a hole in the ground. He's trying to justify what happened by using it?
You'd start it again?
You'd do the same thing to new kids? Wasn't this forced on you?
Some were bought from poor families on Earth or kidnapped from colonies. Most ended up here the way I did. Batarian pirates. They did such horrible things to us. They must have had good reasons.
There's no reason good enough. Are you nuts? You lived it.
How'd you escape?
This place was like a prison. How did you get out?
We all attacked at once as they were taking us to the lab. They would have put us down. But then Jack got loose. When I came to, it was over. The guards, the scientists, and the kids were all dead. And you were gone.
I stopped it. All of it. Maybe the others did have it bad, but what you're doing is just messed.
I'll grant you that.
Everything we went through must have been worth something.
Alright, let's blow up the facility, but what do we do about him?
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him. What do we do with another you?
That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that.
Killing him changes nothing, Jack.
Jack, he's trapped in his past. You need to move on from yours.
He wants to restart this place. He needs to die.
He's crazy, and he's never gonna restart this facility. You have to let it go. Your past doesn't have to control you.
Fuck! Get out of here. Go! He's not worth chasing. None
Nope.
of it is.
And let's hope he can outrun the blast radius. Because
You did
I
the
brought
right
a
thing,
big
Jack.
bomb.
Maybe. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to look around.
Take your time.
Go ahead.
Nothing's changed, but it's all different. Sometimes I dream that I'm back in this bed being tortured. I used to tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off. I want to stop coming back here. I thought that room out there was the rest of the world. I'd pound and yell. Never did any good. I used this table for everything. It was like my best friend. I'd crawl under it to cry. I was pathetic.
You were a child.
See the scarring on the wall here? That's where I killed my first man. One of the guards tried to stop me. Instead, I stopped him. Okay, no more wallowing. Let's blow this place to hell.
Alright. Big boom time. Remember, you wanted to blow this place and watch it from orbit. We're not in orbit yet, so just hold on a little bit longer and everything goes shit! Facility in Pragia confirmed destroyed. Concerned that previous cleanup crew failed to destroy all records. Surviving facility scientists are already dead, either from uprising after the facility or after facility shutdown. Jack should have no further emotional issues distracting her from the mission. Got more experience, but we're max level, don't care. Jack gets warp ammo. And an actual shirt. We also got biotic hyper amp damage.
Jack and Miranda are in the middle of a disagreement. Can you head it off before they tear out a bulkhead?
I'll deal with it.
Take pictures.
Touch me and I will smear the wall with you, bitch!
Enough! Stand down, both of you.
The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you! You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
Alright. Fuck both of you. If you want to tear each other apart, fine. Do it after we go through the Omega 4 relay and come back. Until then, back off, both of you.
Our mission is too important to let personal feelings get in the way.
Fuck your feelings. I just want her dead.
You both know what we're up against. Save your anger for the collectors.
I can put aside my differences until the mission's over.
Sure, I'll do my part. I'd hate to see her die before I get a chance to fillet her myself.
You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did. As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard.
Well. Pretty sure we have all the loyalty missions available. Alright.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Team stats. There we go. Gave her a shirt. I'll read the message. Important request from Mr. Ganak Ejal Esquire. Dear Sir or Madam, having consulted with my colleagues at the Citadel, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer a large quantity of Prothean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger... Oh, stretch! He'll hydrate. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they were locked in quarantine. Even though the tests revealed that the fears were groundless, the quarantine remains in effect until one can pay for a permit to request a reclassification from the Cultural Ministry. Knowing of your interest in Prothean technology, I would be happy to deliver most of it into your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in council official activities, but if you transfer the 20,000 credits required to me, this exchange could be made in your name, enabling us both to profit from this happy accident. Please reply urgently with your credit transfer account information. Best regards, Ganet Ijal. Hi, Ray, thank you for the resub. Full 26 months. That's like 2 years, 2 months. Nice. Also, it's great to know that